I have been massively contemplating on when to film this, whether to film this, but the longer I've left it, the more dramatic it's become. You know, it's just all a bit dramatic. Right, I have a lot to tell you actually. Right, where do I even begin? I've actually written it down, I'm prepared. I know. I don't want to leave anything out, otherwise it's going to get very confusing. I haven't even put any lip balm on. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a raw video. It's just me being myself. Alright, so, I'll say start from the beginning, I don't even know where to start. I have wanted to move out of this country for a long time. I live in England, I was born in England and I've been brought up in England. I would say I'm pretty well travelled. Like, I've been to different countries and I love it. I love travelling to different countries and learning about their cultures, being in the sun, because we don't get a lot of that here. And as much as I love that, I've always wanted to live in a different country. And it's not that I don't love England, it's just that I don't love England. I love the beach and I love the sea and I love the warmth, and we don't get that here. So initially I wanted to move to Mallorca. I tried to convince my family to move abroad and they were like, no, it's not realistic, you know, we can't do that right now, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, fine, if I have to move on my own, I will. Like, I prefer my family to come with me, but I'll move. As I was in the process of sorting out what I'd need visa-wise to get to Mallorca, I was still kind of convincing my family to come. And then my mum agreed to move, but she was kind of like, okay, we can move, but I have to decide where we go. I was more than happy to oblige with that. It meant that my family could come, and yeah, it'd be great. However, my mum decided that she wanted to move us to Dubai. Again, beautiful country. I've never actually been there before, but I was still excited to learn about, you know, a completely different culture and whatnot. I think Dubai is like 87% expats, so basically British people all over Dubai. There's a lot of expats there. And initially I wasn't like overly, what's the word? I was excited because I wanted to move, but I just wasn't like, Dubai wasn't one of the places I would have picked personally. But like I said, I was happy that all my family were going to be there, so I didn't really care that much. And either way, it's an amazing opportunity and would have been like such an amazing thing for all of us to move to Dubai. Like, who can say that they've done that other than the 87% expats that are already there? So the convincing had worked. My mum agreed to sell her house. Like, she put her house on the market and she was like, right, let's just do it. Like, she really just realised that this is going to be a really, really good thing for us. I got rid of my apartment. I sold everything in my apartment, like everything.
She's moving back home! Bigger, better things are happening.
Excited.
Yeah! Breakfast?
Oh yes, please. This is sad. This is very sad. Well, this is it. I have to say goodbye to my car. This is a sad time. Say goodbye to the Jag, everyone. You will be missed. You were so loved. So we actually booked our flights a while ago to Dubai. We booked our flights to move to Dubai. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, quickly! I'm not actually. She's trying to save you. She's trying to save you. Thank you. Good girl, Maui. She saved you. So we get to choose our seats now. Finding available seats. Oh my God, we're not now going to be next to each other.
Oh, brilliant.
I need to be in seat F, Mummy, so I can have my octopuses in the baby seat.
In the baby seat, okay.
You're not booking a seat for his toys.
Yes, she is.
What's happening, Romeo?
No idea!
We look forward to flying with you. It's done. It's done. It's done.
Yeah. We're going to.
So we were all set. We were booked. all the properties sold and ready to rumble. And we went to just like a last minute holiday to Ibiza. My mum actually got stranded there because she got COVID whilst we were in Ibiza. Me and my brother were due to fly back anyway, so we came back earlier, and then my mum took her test in Ibiza to come back. Me and my brother took a day 2 test. His was positive. My mum's was also positive. Mine was negative because I'm clearly Iron Man. So yeah, she was stranded there. So she came back after like, I think it was a week or something like that. And she kind of said to me and my brother, oh, how would you guys feel about moving to Ibiza instead? This was music to my ears. I was, of course, yes. I initially wanted to move to a Spanish island anyway, so Ibiza literally to me was like perfect. It's beautiful, it's natural. What I mean by that is it's not so like man-made, because personally I'm a beach person, I'm not much of a city person, and Dubai is kind of like the best of both, I guess, but it is also very industrial. Like you do get the city aspect of it, which I wasn't fussed about because I don't really like cities that much. So it was like Ibiza it is, Ibiza it is. Obviously we already had flights booked to Dubai, so we had to cancel them. And at the moment, this point in time, we are just getting our visas. The visa process is absolutely mental. If you're in England, you know all about Brexit. If you're not in England, you probably also know all about Brexit. I don't really like to share my political opinions or put them out there. All I'm saying is that Brexit has made everything very difficult here. Very difficult. Annoyingly, we could easily have EU passports. However, we don't have EU passports. We just didn't think it would ever be needed or like necessary at all. So it's been a bit of a roller coaster. Today we went to go to the consulate again. I'm still in my pajamas. It's almost 9 o'clock. But I'm gonna get ready and we're gonna go and do something exciting. My hair always looks so good in the morning. Okay, so today we are headed into London. We're going to finalise the applications for our visas. So that's all done. So we're ready to go into the country legally. I'm gonna take you on the journey. My skin, can you see? It's like really broken out. And I don't know, actually I do know why. It's because I used a different cleanser and I think it may have been gone off. And I always get so many lovely comments about my skin as well. And whilst I like my skin, I think the majority of the time it looks fine, it looks good. I still get moments like this, but you can't even see. There we go, that's better. Look at that. Wow. It's like the devil's trying to escape my skin cells. Anyway, let's go to the car. We're going to stop at Costa and get some breakfast. Lovely English weather. What's the temperature?
1 degree.
It's 1 degree. Beautiful. Welcome to my mukbang. It's when people eat on camera. Have you never heard of that before?
No. But then I'm old, so you know.
Literally search it. It's one of those famous video types ever.
That's better.
Why is the sun even trying to come out? My tummy is a rumbling. Guess what I got? 3, 2, 1, go. Guess.
Beer. Sangria.
Not you. You know what I got. Is that mine? Ready? Green tea, did you guess it right? Got, what brand is it? A Twining Simply Sencha. Is that green? Do you remember? We went through a phase, as I was saying, and I was shushed. We went through a phase where we would go to that specific Costa drive-through and we just kept getting free things. So we went twice in like the space of a few weeks, like a couple of weeks. And both times they didn't ask for payment. And we were just kind of sat there like, they're like, yeah, thank you. On to the next person. But I think that was when it just had recently opened. Did you get any tissues? I also got a ham and cheese toast. I also got ham and cheese toasty with my green tea, which is, I don't usually get ham and cheese anything, but it's warm, it's fulfilling, and hopefully it doesn't have mustard in it. I thought I'd take this chance to show you what our house looks like at the moment. And it was worse. It was much crazier than this, but I'm going to show you. This is actually a giant mirror underneath this, and then these sofas are going soon. These are some of Romeo's Nerf guns that we had to sort out. Currently, the hallway has some furniture that's going to be collected, more toys. Let me just show you what this room looks like. The office is half packed. The kitchen is mostly empty. These are some boxes that are ready to go to Spain. What does the playroom look like? I haven't even looked in here in a while. Yep, it's all getting pretty empty in here. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, there's nothing here anymore. The piano's also coming with us, actually. These are the last of the pictures in the whole house that have to go. And actually, saying that, I think they're coming as well. And I'm not even going to show you upstairs because that's a whole other story. That is the current house situation. So yeah, not long ago I just emptied my whole apartment, sold everything, and now we're doing the same with this house. It's a mess and it's crazy, but it's also really, really exciting because it means we're one step closer to leaving. Oh, this has to come. The back roller. It's so good, even though I look like a giraffe. But that's kind of where we're at now. I think I've said everything that needs to be said. So my mum flew out to Ibiza maybe like 2 weeks ago now, and she decided on a property for us to live in. The plan is for us all to continue living together, and then a few months down the line I'm obviously going to start looking for my own place if I decide that I like it there. But the property that she's decided on is amazing. I can't wait to show you. I can't wait for my friends to come and visit. I'm having a real like moment recently where social media just isn't like screaming at me. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan at the moment. There isn't a particular reason for it. I just feel like even on Instagram, if I'm opening up Instagram, I always see something negative or something that kind of like makes me overthink or something just a bit crappy. And I've just been thinking to myself, why am I doing this to my brain? You know, social media just isn't for me at this point, you know? But having said that, I did really want to share this on YouTube because I feel like it can potentially be motivation for some people. Maybe some people have also been thinking about making a drastic change in their life and you might just want to follow along. And one thing I do love about YouTube is that you can go onto the app, you can go on the website and you can choose what you're watching. It's not just a post that's like there. You can actually choose what you're watching. So I did want to continue to post some vlogs on YouTube. If you have any questions or if you want me to do any specific videos like new house tour, maybe you want a tour of this house, I don't know. If you want me to go in depth about like certain processes of moving out of the country, I'm happy to do anything. I'm just happy to be moving. But that's what's happening in my life at the moment. There's honestly so much more to tell you that I haven't mentioned in this video, but I don't want to just give it to you all at once, you know, leave you dangling a little bit, leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger. Of course, I also had to start telling my friends that I was moving. I don't know if I'm going to include the clips in this video or if I'm going to wait. I don't know. I only really got Kiara's reaction. Everyone else, I kind of like couldn't remember if I told them or I just mentioned it or it was a message or something like that. So maybe I'll save that for a separate video and you guys can see Kiara's reaction to me telling her that we're moving out of the country. But that's where we're at right now. That brings us to now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and just thank you for just watching and being a good friend, you know? I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. And yeah, I'm moving to Ibiza.